Welcome back to another career planning tutorial. Today, we will be discussing informational interviews and tracking employer outreach. Let's start with informational interviews. Informational interviews are a great way to gather information, explore your interests, build connections, show interest to employers, and plan your career path and steps to enter the field. To set up your interview, make sure you meet with a Career Center advisor first to talk about interests and resources you may need. Handshake is a great resource to use to reach out to employers. To reach out to employers on Handshake, you're first going to click the Employers tab, and then it will give you a list of companies that you can reach out to. For the sake of this tutorial, we will use Johnson & Johnson as an example. Once you select the company's page, you'll scroll down until you find the People group. Then from there, you can select who you would like to reach out to. And then you can press the Message tab to reach out to them with a short message regarding the interview. LinkedIn is also another great resource to use when looking for people to interview. First, you're going to go to the search bar and type in Christopher Newport University. And then you're going to click on the web page. And then you're going to scroll down and click on Alumni. And then this will show you all types of places that alumni work, where they're located. This over here shows you what they do, what they're skilled at, and what they studied. And you can click on here and you can add filters. You can click on psychology, and it'll show you many people who maybe majored or studied in psychology, and it'll tell you where or what they work in. You can click on what they do. So let's say education, for example, and it'll show you different alumni educators that graduated from CNU. Other than LinkedIn and Handshake, there are many other ways to find people to interview. Talk with your faculty in your department/alumni group and talk about your fields of interest. Attend career fairs, employer info sessions, and speakers on campus. And most importantly, ask your family and friends. You never know who they know. Let's now move on to tracking employer outreach. Once you have a list of people that you would like to reach out to, prepare a message to set up an interview. Interviews can either be in person or over the phone. Make sure to keep your request brief, fewer than 100 words, and do not mention jobs. This is solely for advice. Make sure you mention how you found them first. This is a sample request I had. It's short, sweet, to the point. It mentions their name, what they're working towards, what school they're at, how they found the company, and a simple request asking for an informational interview just to get their feet wet on some advice to enter the field. This is what's known as an employer outreach tracker. This can help you track which employers you've reached out to. Make sure to include their name, job title, company they're from, email address of the specific person you reached out to, their phone number if applicable, their contact status, whether you've already contacted them, where they've contacted you back, and if you're in the process of scheduling an appointment with them, what day you contacted them. Maybe you could add the first day that you contacted them and then the last contact date. And then a thank you note if you're emailing them a thank you after your informational interview, or if you're even sending a physical thank you note. This helps you stay organized when informational interviewing for multiple jobs or internships, and it's also very helpful for keeping track of which companies you've applied for. Once you have a completed list of people you want to interview, you want to make sure to prepare for each interview. Questions you could ask are about job outlook, job routine, or job search techniques. After each interview, Compare notes from each interview to determine which job or internship is the best fit for you. What's most important is staying organized, being persistent, and making sure that you take notes from each interview. Thanks for tuning in.